Hey Internet, it's me. I'm back doing another video. And before I start, I will answer the unspoken question. Am I always in the habit of just wearing the same hoodie over and over every day for like weeks at a time? And well...
Yes I am.
Moving on from that, tonight's movie was The Unholy. It is a recent movie made this year, I believe, 2022, for those of you unaware and who didn't read the title of this video. It stars the dad from Supernatural and also Wesley from The Princess Bride and some other folks who are, equally important in the movie, but less important in my small understanding of the world and the actors that entertain me within it. But anyway, it's about a journalist who goes to a small town because a cow was reportedly mutilated, and instead someone spray painted the Metallica M on his ass. And from there, some shenanigans happen with a visage of the Holy Mary, and then just some other stuff, and lots of Catholicism. And in the end, God saved folks. And despite me kind of downplaying it and making it sound ridiculous, it was actually a great movie. I really enjoyed this one. The acting was very well done. The effects looked really good. The story... it's been done before, where there's a witch and then a haunting, and then you have to kill the evil spirit, and my descendants! There's stuff that's been done before. Half of these things were factors in the movie The Covenant, which is basically, baby's first horror movie. But it was good. I enjoyed it. I think it was really well done. And not just because it had two actors that I really like, although that certainly helps. Although, the bishop in here never once said, "as you wish," and I kind of feel like Carrie L was, however you say his name, I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like he should always say that in every movie he's in. It should be a requirement. But no, it was a good film. It was very well done. I'm once again in that weird spot where I don't have too much to say, but I will say that I liked the monster here. You see hints and glimpses of it. You see a hooded figure, or you see just some weird shade in the background, but you don't get a prolonged, full-on look at it until toward the end. It doesn't take the mask off until the very end. This yawning thing, I don't know why this keeps happening. I think I have cancer. But, actually, that's maybe one complaint I have, is when the monster or demon thing does take the mask off, it's kind of less intimidating. The face you see is just kind of, cheesy. I think they would have been better to just keep the wooden mask nailed on. But overall, I don't have a lot of complaints here. Like I said, the acting was really good, the pacing was really good, the story, albeit using, recycled tropes you've seen in a lot of horror movies, was still very well done. It was good enough to definitely get me through. I liked that it had a bit of a modern take, and by that I mean that the girl who was prophesizing and playing host to the supposed Virgin Mary reincarnate, she wanted to spread the message to as many people as possible, so she was doing videos with this reporter, and then eventually her big sermon at the end was being live streamed, and you even see someone watching it live on YouTube. So they did acknowledge that, the current day and age changes how things work in the world. Because that's one thing I hate about movies, is when, especially in horror movies, they try to pretend that the modern world and modern technology just doesn't exist. And in reality, I get why they do it, because there's pretty much not a single horror movie out there that can't immediately be undone through the use of a smartphone. Seriously, pretty much all of them. Someone gets lost in the backwoods trying to find where they need to go, and then something in the woods kills them. Well, if you have GPS on your phone, and if you can just call someone with the device that's always in your pocket, you're not really lost in a backwoods road anymore, are you? When someone takes you hostage and throws you in their basement and locks you up or whatever, well, the GPS on your phone is going to let your parents know where you are, because they can do Find My iPhone. You can take pictures of all the crazy shenanigans you see, and then suddenly people will believe you. There's a million ways that a cell phone would put an end to every horror movie. So for movies to finally embrace that and work around it instead of ignoring it is really cool, and it's a trend I want to keep seeing. So that was one thing I did appreciate. Also, I don't know. Like I said, I really dug this one. The visuals again were really cool. It Nothing really sticks out, which is weird. Like there was no scenes where I thought, oh hey. There were no scenes where I thought, oh hey, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. But there weren't any scenes at all that stuck out as wow, that looks really crap. Like they were all good, you know? The part where she crawls up out of the water and then does like the weird jerky movements, that was really fun. The bleeding of the eyes from the Mary statue was cool. Like a lot of it was just really good. And yeah, I think that's kind of all I have to say. I do wish I had more because it was an enjoyable movie. The problem is with good movies, unless it's like amazing, unless it's a 10 out of 10, like unless it has Samara crawling out of the TV in the ring, or it has that first time when everything goes completely silent in dead silence, or it just has the beyond creepy atmosphere of As Above, So Below. With good movies, they're just good. But I've seen so many horror movies, and even with all the crap ones, there are enough good ones that it just, if it doesn't go above and beyond, it's just good. Like, this is a movie I would definitely recommend. I would watch again. I would watch it with a bunch of my friends so that they can watch it. Like, I would experience this movie again, and I would enjoy it the second time, I'm sure. But I can't necessarily speak overly much as to why, and that was awful grammar. But yeah, if you do enjoy horror movies, this is definitely one you should watch. It did have a good story. It looked good. It was paced really well. The acting was great. Everything here is just very enjoyable. It's a movie worth watching, and you should definitely check it out. And I think that's all I have to say, because even as it is, half of this was probably just rambling that didn't need to be here. So I'm gonna go. See you later.